So I have a simple question to ask everyone. Do we care that today is Toupe's birthday? I'm the librarian, and I came to read. Hell no, we don't. Of course we don't. We've been new, but I wanted to make sure that I reiterated that on this joyous Friday, okay? The week is about to be over. The weekend is about to start. Let us rejoice, okay? We're giving thanks to the universe, but we're not gonna thank her. We're not thanking the universe for allowing that toupee to see yet another goddamn year. You know, evil whites, they live forever, girl. I don't know what it is about that shit. It's some bigoted immortality. I'm not sure if I want to take part in that, but something that you should take part in is definitely patreon.com/Adrian Expression. As you all know, every single week, the patrons over there, they get to vote on the content, the type of content, the topics of the content that I'll be creating. And this week they voted on the blog post that I wrote on Thursday entitled, "Why Taraji's Message About Mental Health in the Black Community is So Important." So I will link that in the description and in the first comment. If that's something that you want to check out, please do so. I'm telling you, the girls over there, I'm learning something new every time that I write these articles, so I can only hope that people reading them also learn something new as well every single time. So get into it. Something that we need to go ahead and get into are these Spider-Man Far From Home IMAX. I am fucking hollering. Spider-Man Far From Home IMAX movie posters and promotion. Girl, let me show you what this shit looks like. It's not cute. The girls have been over there, I'm talking about on social media, dragging it. Y'all know that I love Marvel. It's simply just my fave, but the fact that DC came out here and snatched our wigs, listen to what I'm saying. DC came out here and snatched our wigs with that Wonder Woman poster. There's absolutely no reason why Spider-Man Far From Home should look like this, girl. They have been on Twitter dragging it. They have been remaking it and making it into memes like this one. I don't know who's in charge of that graphic design over there, sis, but something has got to give. Something's got to give. It don't make no sense why it's looking like one of those collages that I made from my mama, you know, cut out magazines when you were in preschool. It should not look like this. What's going on? And since I'm already asking what's going on, I need to ask what's going on in the music industry, especially when it involves the female rappers that I love to pay attention to, okay? First of all, Nicki came out here saying Megatron, and I was just like, what? You know, like, we're just like, sis, there's a new era about to start. What's going on? Let me tell you, I hope that Nicki Minaj gives us the proper wig snatching, the proper edge disintegration that we have been requesting for so long. Nicki Minaj, if you're coming, come hard. Give us looking ass nigga, Chirac ass nigga. We're waiting and we're ready. After, in my opinion, the disaster that was the Queen era, I'm hoping that you can pull something out. This apparently Cupcake retweeted Nicki Minaj's tweet saying that something was coming. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the official date for all of this is the 21st of this month. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Also, I think we need to keep an eye out for Kalani, Megan Thee Stallion. They was in the studio, but then Rico Nasty was in the studio with Kalani. I don't know. It was a lot of shit going on. It was like Megan and Kalani, and then Megan and Normani, and then Rico Nasty and Kalani. They were all saying that something's coming. Let me tell you something. You hear me? I am going to get Megan Thee Stallion and Normani. It feels like someone, are y'all trying to destroy me? Are you trying to kill me? Is that what's happening? Are you trying to put me in the grave? Can you imagine the amount of slayers? Megan, Normani, Kalani, and Rico Nasty? The homosexuality inside of me won't, I mean, I know it's Pride Month, sis, but it's not going to be able to be held in anymore. I'm gonna literally explode into a bunch of rainbows. I just, hurry up and come with it and come hard. Female rappers are taking over the game, and they're shitting on y'all every step of the way. Not only do they have it when it comes to personality wise and looks wise, they have it when it comes to bars, and I know that a lot of y'all are pressed about that situation, and that's fine. I'm gonna continue to listen to it. However, something that I don't ever want to listen to is Chris Brown say or do anything, all right? So he recently went onto Victor Cruz's Instagram, and if you don't know who Victor Cruz is, it's Karrueche's new man, okay? So he went onto his Instagram to say this. I'll show you what he said. All this upgrade him, sis. No shade, boo, but please upgrade him, please style him and shit. First of all, I don't ever understand how abusers or, you know, bigoted people, homophobic people end up using language that comes from the LGBT community. That's the first thing. The second thing is just like, damn, Chris Brown, you are a whole ass goofy. I'm talking about Goofy from fucking Disney. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Scooby-Doo type of tea. You just running around, don't know what to do. It's just so annoying to see when people have moved on with their life, specifically women moved on with their life, found strength and strategy, like I said on Twitter, to move out of these fucked up relationships. Sometimes that is a moment when they leave. That's the moment when their problems really start. And I wish I could remember the source, but I remember someone saying that when women leave these relationships, that's sometimes when they're in the most danger, and that's sometimes when they get killed a lot of times. It's just because these men have been trained and they've been socialized to think that these women are their property, especially abusers, and so no one else can have her. And when you see her living her life and being happy, you have to come up here and be the gaslighting asshole that you were known for in the beginning. I'm so tired of Chris Brown ass. All he needs to do is continue to do those goddamn backflips. Maybe he'll impress somebody that is outside of his rabid fan base. Keep doing them backflips, keep making the same songs 10,000 times and putting fucking 50 songs on one album only for it still not to affect culture and society. Sit your ass down, shut your mouth. It's getting really old, okay? Just like your decision on producers. All right, so there was some news that came out about this show, Euphoria, that Zendaya is in. I think it's gonna be on HBO. The reviews are coming in and people are just depressed. Oh my God, there are dicks everywhere. There's just dicks flopping around in this show. What's going on? I'm just like, first of all, it's HBO. Second of all, I don't understand this double standard. Like, y'all will have, and I talked about this on Twitter, y'all will have women like fully nude in the front and in the back, just all the way, all on HBO, on other shows on other channels as well. It's just like, okay, that's fine, but when y'all see a peen, it's just like, oh shit, the world is gonna end. No, I'm just like, sis, what is it? What is it really? Are you scared of pissing off your male fan base? Is that what happened? And I just don't understand how men are so uncomfortable with seeing dicks when they have one. It's just the performance of toxic masculinity jumped out. Don't y'all get tired of fake cringing and fake like, oh my, being scared every time the word dick just even grazes your ear? Sis, you have one? Sit your ass down. So yeah, I just noticed that, the double standard. I'm just like, if y'all can see all types of vag and boobs and everything and be okay with it, a little peen ain't never gonna hurt nobody. Now, don't nobody want to see no teen peen? I like, keep that out my face. I want grown peen in my face, so I don't know if that's why they were mad, because it's like a teen show and it's just like, we ain't really interested in seeing that shit. But if it's grown peen, y'all be okay. Y'all will be okay. Sometimes this $20 bill feels like a motherless child. Girl, you know the reason why it feels like a motherless child? Because it's been abandoned by the administration. Sis, I'm telling you, Steve Mnuchin, ass of the fucking Secretary of the Treasury, his ass was just like, well, girl, it's due to technical difficulties, we can't really get this shit into circulation until 6 years later. And the reason why he said 6 years, I think, was just to make sure that Trump and the current Secretary of Treasury will be out of office by that time so that they won't have to implement this shit. We know the sneaky shit that y'all doing. Anytime a government says, oh, well, girl, we'll handle it 10 years down the line, it means they don't want that shit to be fucking up with their base and constituents and all that shit. So apparently that was the mock-up for Harriet Tubman. The $20 bill, I think it looks cool as hell. Like I said, we have a bunch of bigots in charge at the white supremacist house. We've been new, so I figured this shit wouldn't go through, and for Steve Ash to say, well, let the country handle it in 6 years, we can't do it right now because of technical difficulties, even though, like I said, y'all find ways to drop bombs on hoes. That's not hard to do, but getting a $20 bill circulated in this motherfucking shit is so hard to say. Okay, you ain't fooling nobody, sis. Thank you for letting me know where you stand. And the only thing that I need for y'all to do right now is sit y'all ass the fuck down. I cannot wait for impeachment. You hear what I'm saying? And since we're already over here discussing impeachment, let's talk about what Donald Rotting Toupee Trump said on ABC about receiving information on other election candidates from foreign countries. He said, well, sis, the reporter was on his ass like, girl, if that even happens, don't you think you should call the FBI? And Trump was like, well, maybe I'll do both. I'll call the FBI. Well, the FBI director's wrong, actually. That's what he said. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I will accept the information, look at the information on my opponent. He essentially said, why would you refuse information on your opponent even if it's from a foreign country? He literally went on TV to say that shit. So I'm not sure what else it will take for people to realize what the hell is going on or to care about it. It's really interesting how hatred takes its place over this patriotism that people claim to have, because if they really cared about liberty and justice for all America, they would be really concerned about the shit that this president is saying. But of course, like I said, hatred takes a priority, so they're going to support him no matter what. So, it was so bad that the head of the Federal Election Commission, her name is Ellen Weintraub, I think, she had to go ahead and release this statement like, sis, I want to make something 100% clear. If you plan on running in these elections and you think it's okay to get information on your opponent from foreign countries, girl, you got nothing coming. She said you do not want to be on the wrong side of these federal investigations. Keep trying if you want to. Don't listen to this motherfucker at the top. She said try that shit if you want to. I'm the head of the election commission, and what this man is saying is not accurate. Your ass will be investigated. Your ass go to jail, period. So I don't know. Get his ass out of here. I want to speak about the birthday presents that his ass got. Sarah Huckleberry Chin Ass Sanders. Sarah Huckleberry Chin Sanders said this month is her last month. She's out of here. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, oh, I'm trying not to get emotional, girl. I promise you the only reason we're emotional is to finally see your ass walk out of there. We don't ever want to see your heavy chin, dumbbell chin, gym membership shaped chin, old keyboard, grand piano shaped chin. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see your Boulder chin, Grand Canyon type of chin. We don't want to see your Niagara Falls type of chin, your Yellowstone Park type of chin. We don't want to see your pine tree chin. We don't want to see your oak tree chin. We don't want to see your Mama Willow chin. We ain't trying to see your dusty, crusty, and rusty chin. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to see your roly-poly-oly chin. We ain't trying to see your Black & Decker built ass chin. I'm talking about kitchenware built ass chin. You know what I'm saying? We are not interested in seeing that double toiling trouble, wicked witch of the West type of chin ever goddamn again. Every time you got on TV, you were lying to the American public. And every time that you got in front of the mirror, it lied to you and made you think that it was acceptable to put your Mr. Incredible old Martian Manhunter ass chin on TV every goddamn time. We're not interested. Good riddance, Sarah Huckleberry Chin Ass Sanders. We're not interested. Trump is changing out his officials faster than I change out of these crop tops when I go home to see my mama. It's ridiculous. And yet another birthday present that Trump received was a message from the special counsel's office saying that, girl, I don't know what you're doing with Miss Kellyanne Conway. I don't know what you're doing with Miss Kellyanne wrong way, okay? But either way, she has violated the Hatch Act multiple times. This is what they say, multiple times. Now, if you're not sure what the Hatch Act is, the Hatch Act is something put in place preventing employees, I think it's from the executive branch, preventing civilian employees from the executive branch from using their authority and influence to basically badmouth, talk shit about anybody in these elections and shit. And the special counsel says her ass has been talking shit from traditional media to social media, talking shit about these Democratic presidential candidates, and that shit needs to stop. We recommend that you get her ass out of there. What's interesting is I think that the authority to enforce this act or this rule, I think resides in the executive branch, so Trump would have to do it. Either way, the White House basically told the special counsel's office to kiss their asses, and they said, you know what, sis, you're violating her freedom of speech and shit. Be mindful that the special counsel's office should not be weaponizing the Hatch Act. And it's just like, y'all have made your bed. The American public has made their bed, and now they're rolling around in it, and they finding that it's bed bugs in there. They finding that it's thorns in there. They're finding that it ain't even no bed. It was just, you know, a bunch of plywood stacked on top of each other. And, you know, now they're running around expecting for us to be sorry for, oh, we're so sorry. We're sorry that your farms are fucked up. We're so sorry that these tariffs got your asses, your factories all fucked up. Oh, poor you. Girl, it's just, I don't give a fuck. Y'all voted for his ass, and this is what you got. Dysfunction. Just like he was running his businesses in New York. Dysfunction. Why are we surprised? Sit your asses down. And speaking of somebody who needs to sit their ass down, Jessica Biel, the wife of Justin Timberlake, has come out as anti-vax. I'm anti-vax now. It's just so horrible. My girl said this on Twitter. So horrible. All these rich ass celebrities have so much access and power and money to get the healthcare that they need to prevent any bullshit from happening, not only to themselves and their own goddamn kids, but to other people's kids and to other people in general. You know, they have the power to do that shit and to sit y'all rich asses up there and say that, oh, we're just not gonna fucking vax. Girl, quarantine these motherfuckers. I don't care. That quarantine these hoes and let them pass away within confined spaces. If you have the access and the power to get the care that you need to take care of yourself and to prevent other people from experiencing hardship, why the fuck would you, with your rich ass, just be like, no girl, I'm not gonna do it because it's trendy. Take their asses. I'm bringing measles back. Yes, them vaccinations don't know how to act. Girl, that's exactly why the aliens have not come to see us. I'm telling you, this big ass universe, you gonna tell me there ain't no aliens? That's why the aliens have not come to see us, because they're looking for signs of intelligent life. You see what I'm saying? And if they just took one day to look at what's going on this planet, they're like, oh, ain't no intelligent life on here. Let's move on. Cause I'm so tired of it. Take Jessica, Justin, Ash, take their kid, take everybody, put all the anti-vax people in one specific place and let them live out the few days that they have left without spreading diseases to other motherfucking people. And that's on period. That's it. Anyway, I'm off to steal some boyfriends and have me a fun weekend. I hope that you do the same so that we all can have a good goddamn evening.